Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody in between? Good morning, great morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever you're watching this, wherever you're at in the beautiful world, welcome and hello. Hello. Let me get you guys in the guides tab. Let me get you in the feature tab. Why am I laughing? Why am I smiling? Because it's just going to be a good day. Plain and simple, no ifs, no ands, no buts. We are going to guarantee it's a great day. Why? Because we first and foremost made the decision to be here this morning, and we made the decision to take decisive action today. Decisive action today, and that's why we're here this morning. We're here to win. Spin to win. We're here to get on this spin, boy. We're out here to believe in ourselves. We're here to muster up some sort of courage to find ourselves pursuing a grander version for ourselves. Let me get you in the feature tab, the guys tab, and all the tabs. As you guys come on in, as you guys get acclimated, as you gals come on in, and as you gals get acclimated, I'm going to get you all set up here in the feature tab, the guys tab, all the tabs. And as I'm doing this, what I want you to do, I do have some in-class assignments. As you come in, I want you to go ahead and tag 2 friends in the comments. Just tag 2 friends in the comments, and when you do that, that'll tell me that you're ready. That'll tell me that you're prepared. That'll tell me that you're here, but you're not just here. You're not just existing. You're ready to take action. You're ready to go on that pursuit of a grander version. Come on in, guys. I hope everybody's having a terrific start to their Tuesday. If you joined me on the Tready about a half an hour ago, you already know, man. I'm sweating. I'm one of those guys that goes all in, right? So I'm sweating right now. I got the sting in the lungs. I got that discomfort. I got that temporary pain, right? That just a little bit of soreness this morning. But you know what? One of the greatest things for soreness is movement. It's oftentimes those things that we feel as if like, oh man, that's just gonna set me back. That's gonna make me feel bad. That's gonna make me feel worse. It's oftentimes those things that make us feel the best, right? And I have a prime example. Think about when you get sick. Think about what you eat when you get sick. It's usually comfort foods, right? But the only thing comfort foods are doing for your body is probably prolonging that sickness. You know, oftentimes when we get sick, the best thing for us is some broccoli and some spinach and some almonds and a good high protein and a lot of water. That's probably the best thing for us when we're sick. Some sodium, get a lot of sodium in you, right? But the first thing that we go for are those comfort foods. Man, I'm just not feeling good. I think I'm just going to do the fast food today. It's going to make me feel good. It's going to get me in that chill zone, that chill mode, right? I'm just going to chill today. And it's oftentimes what again prolongs that sickness. I can't break this sickness. Get down with the sick. I can't break it. Why? It's oftentimes because we prolong it by the decisions and actions that we take. What you're putting in your body, what you're not putting in your body. Those are the things that either promote sickness or fight against sickness. And a lot of times, those things that our minds say, hey, don't do that, it won't be fun. Oftentimes it's not fun, right? When you're sick, the last thing you want to do is make a spinach salad. The last thing you want to do is get a handful of almonds in you. The last thing you want to do is hydrate. The last thing you want to do is eat healthy when you're sick. The last thing you want to do when you're sore is what? Move. you got some tightness in your legs. The last thing you want to do is move your body. The last thing you want to do after a hard run or a hard treadmill or a hard workout is get out and initiate movement again. But physical activity is literally one of the only things that can reduce all that inflammation, reduce all that soreness, reduce all that discomfort. So guys, we got less than a minute before we get officially rocking and rolling and rocking, and we got ourselves a 5-minute warm up. Once we get started, I want you to first and foremost just initiate some sort of belief, not just in this class, not just in fitness, but in life. You have to start believing that you can go the long game, you can go the distance. You have to start believing that you belong. Hold that thought. 5, 4, 3, 2, And one. Let's get warmed up, guys. Ladies and gentlemen of E2M, welcome. Good morning, great morning, and good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this, wherever you're at in the beautiful world. Welcome and hello. It is 6:30 in the morning. It is Spin to Win. It is Uncle Bradley, and I'm excited to be here. And as I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, you know, the easy way out is quitting. Plain and simple. The easy way out is quitting. I coached far too long to recognize this in a lot of kids, but it's not just kids. It's a lot of adults, too. Kids quit a sport when things don't go their way. The hard thing to do would be to have a conversation with a coach. The hard thing to do would be to withstand all that discomfort and all those tough practices and all those tough games and all those tough decisions. Showing up and not getting the reward that you thought you would get. But for those that quit, you'll never, high school sports, fitness, conversations, a lot of us have this idea that if I play a high school sport, I'm going pro, or if I get into fitness, I'm going to have six-pack abs, or if I do this, I'm going to have that. Not necessarily. Very few people will have six-pack abs. Very few people will go and play a professional sport. Why do you do these things? Because it creates the tools, and it creates the resources, and it creates the opportunities to do something bigger and greater with your life. You're not embarking. I just had a great conversation with all right, so I'm gonna shout out somebody here without a name. This individual is in this group, and her husband is a friend of mine, and he doesn't necessarily do E2M, but he is trying to embark in the fitness game. He's starting to take care of his health and his wellness and his health and his fitness. But him and I talked last night or a couple nights ago, and he said, I've been trying my hardest and I've only lost 5 pounds. Again, society has trained us to believe that, 5 pounds isn't a lot. I don't know. If you lose 10 pounds of fat, right? Listen to me. If you lose 10 pounds of fat, but you gain 5 pounds of muscle, that's your 5 pounds lost right there. All right, but you lost 10 pounds of fat, and that 10 pounds of fat is oftentimes visceral fat, which is one of the leading things to heart disease, to high blood pressure, to obesity, which leads to a bunch of other things, right? But a lot of us haven't placed enough emphasis or focus on that internal well-being. You're not quitting today. You're not quitting tomorrow. You're not quitting on your future, and the reason is it's not for the six-pack abs. It's not to go professional in a sport. It's not to have a great conversation and have an aha moment. Oh, this is how you become a millionaire. No, you're doing these things to gain strength mentally and physically. You're doing these things to gain resilience and fortitude. That's why you do these things. But quitting is the easy way out. Too many of us don't want to go the extra mile because we don't know what the extra mile is going to entail. But that's oftentimes where we learn the most about ourselves. It's not fun going the extra mile. It's not fun bending over and picking something up. It's not fun meal prepping. It's not fun drinking that last sip of our gallon of water. But it's simple. It's not complicated. It's very simple. But we don't want to go that extra mile. Why? It's hard to stand out. It's easy to just fit in with the rest of the crowd now. We got 1 minute left. We got 60 seconds left before we get rocking and rolling and rocking. What's going to happen is we're going to break this down into 4 phases today. We always break our spin classes down into phases. Phase 1, what this is going to entail is going to be 20-second extreme efforts out of the saddle, though. We're going to be out of the saddle, so we're going to increase that resistance. We're going to climb for 20 seconds. After that, what we're going to do is we're going to drop down into the saddle, and we're going to finish out with a 10-second extreme effort. So we're going to take a little bit of that tension off, and we're going to sprint it in the saddle. And we got 7 of those. All right, so it's 20 seconds out of the saddle, 10 seconds in the saddle, 30 seconds steady state. Now, with that steady state, that is not a rest. I want you to keep your pedals turning, churning, and burning as if you were riding or gliding on a straight road. If you stop pedaling on a straight road, you will come to a stop. I don't want you to come to a stop today. There's no resting in our 30 seconds of steady state. All right, ladies and gentlemen, get your minds right because we are about to embark on a fun adventure. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Increase that resistance. I'm up over that 60 mark on the resistance, boy. Cadence is up over 75. We got 20 seconds here. 20 seconds out of the saddle. Here we go, guys. I want you to have some fun today. I want you to keep it light. I want you to smile a little bit. Let's have a good time. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just 2 twists. 10 seconds. Sprint it out. 10 seconds. Sprint it out. Come on. Keep it up. Keep it up. My resistance now is at 40. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take that resistance almost all the way down to nothing. And again, right now is not a rest. We're going to continue to keep that heart rate up. Continue to keep those pedals turning. We're on a flat road. If you stop pedaling on a flat road, you will come to a stop. And it's okay if you slow down. It's all about Kaizen. We've been talking about Kaizen quite often lately. As long as you're progressing, that's what we want to see. All right, number 2 coming up. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Increase that resistance up over that 60, boy. Keep your cadence up around 50 to 80 if you got that in you. If you don't have those numbers, don't even worry about it. I just want to see your best today. Right now, if you're wobbling back and forth, what you need to do is add some resistance. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Turn 2 times to the left. 10 seconds. Here we go. Come on. 10 seconds. Now we're a couple weeks in, folks. Some of you have mustered up a couple of wins. 3, 2, and 1. Take it down to 0. Not 0, but right around that 10 to 20 resistance right now. 10 to 20 resistance. Keep the pedals turning, but it's not stop, okay? But some of you have mustered up some wins, some victories over the last week and 2 days. And I want you to think about this. A lot of people will take those couple of wins and they'll take their foot off the gas because they have a sense of victory, a sense of accomplishment. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Come on, up out of the saddle. Resistance is up over 50. I don't know what that means to you. Is it 50 on the dot? Great. Is it 57? Great. If it's 65, okay. All right, I just want it up over 50. Out of the saddle sprint. Here we go. We're going to come down into the saddle in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 2 knob turns to the left. Take that resistance down. 10 second sprint. Come on. Bring it a little faster now. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, everybody. 10 to 20 on that resistance currently. Nice, easy, steady state. But a lot of us will take the foot off the gas once we have a sense of accomplishment. Why? Because once we start to feel as if we're victors, we feel as if we have things figured out. I'll use a prime example. Golf game, every time I have a good round, I'm like, I got it figured out. And then I go into the next round of golf complacent. 3, 2, and 1. And the reason that I say this is because every round that I have a good round, I'll go into the next round saying, well, I got it figured out. So I don't have to think about all those small details. I don't have to think about all the small tangibles that got me successful in the last round. Why? Because I got it figured out. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's what happens when we have a sense of accomplishment. The masses of society will take their foot off the gas once they have a victory under their belts. 3, 2, and 1. Why? Because I have it figured out. I don't need anybody's help. I don't need coaching. I don't need accountability. I don't need any leadership. Some of us have felt this. And this is what puts us on the chutes in life. And it's a slippery slope. Once you take one foot on that chute, zing, see you later. Gone, bye-bye. Deuces. Why? Because you have a sense of accomplishment and you get complacent. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. One win can't be what defines you. One victory can't be what defines you. Come on. Out of the saddle. And again, up over 60. If you got it in you. Come on. Come on. Spread it out. You guys are doing a great job this morning. And I love it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down into the saddle. Two turns on that spin. 30 to 45 right now on that resistance. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it right down. Steady state. Instead of one win turning into 2, turning into 4, we have a sense of accomplishment. This happened to me in my Ironman a couple years ago. I became an Ironman. What did I do? I got complacent. I felt as if I was a winner, and I was. I was crowned a champion at the end of that finish line. I was crowned a winner. 5-4, 3-2, and 1. For anybody that doesn't know, I did not win the Ironman, but I was a winner in my own book. I was a winner in my own mind. But instead of saying, hey, I'm a winner today, but what am I going to do tomorrow? That defines who I am tomorrow. For about 4 months, 3 months probably. 3-2, and 1. Drop it down, spread it out, 10 seconds. Come on. Instead of saying, I was an Ironman, I still am an Ironman. 3-2, and 1. Steady state, nice and easy. Nice and easy, nice and easy. What I did is I kept saying, I'm an Ironman. I'm an Ironman. I'm an Ironman. And somebody said, could you still get in the water and swim 2 miles? I said, HE double toothpicks? No. No way I could. So you're not an Ironman, Brad. And that was my aha moment. I was in a deep, dark state. That was my aha moment. Here we go. 3-2, and 1. Up out of the saddle. Got that 50 to 60 on that resistance, boy. Come on. 50 to 60 on that resistance. That was my aha moment. And I decided in that moment that, hey, I was an Ironman, and that's okay to be something at some point in your life. You're a state champion? Okay, that's great. I love it. 3-2, and 1. 2 pedal turns, spread it out. But here's the thing. What are you doing today that improves your future? 3-2, and 1. Steady state for 30 seconds, guys. Here we go. Listen very carefully. Phase 1, complete. Check it off the board. Phase 2, we're coming in hot. What's phase 2? The exact same thing, but we're just going to switch up the durations. It's 15 seconds out of the saddle for that hill climb, and then 15 seconds in the saddle with an all-out sprint. Same time frame, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. But we're going 15 seconds out of the saddle, 15 seconds in the saddle. Here we go, 3-2, and 1. Come on. Anywhere from 50 to 60 on that resistance, boy. Come on, 15 seconds here, then we'll drop it in the saddle for a 15-second sprint. What are you doing today? Your decisions and your executions. 3-2 and your actions. 15 seconds, come on. Ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees. Come on. There are no opportunities that will be just gifted and granted. 3-2 and 1. And for those that think otherwise, you probably have the same mentality as the hundreds and hundreds of people that have won a lottery and for lack of a better term, peed away all their cash. Why does this happen? They didn't learn the skills. They didn't learn the details, the minute details of what got them to that point. 3-2 and 1. I am a supporter of any weight loss approach. Any way you can lose weight, I'm a supporter in that. But here's what happens. 3-2 and 1. Drop it down. Sprint it out. Sprint it out. Here we go. Here's what happens, guys. When you get into one of those temporary quick fixes. 3-2 and 1. Take that resistance off. Steady state. 30 seconds, steady state. What happens is when you seek out one of those quick fixes, that's okay, but you still have to grind it out and find out what it takes to maintain that level or keeps you out of complacency. Quick fixes are oftentimes not the answer. The reason being is you don't learn anything with quick fixes. 3-2 and 1. You know, a quick fix is like, it's like taking one step and getting to the finish line, and that's just not reality. Can you do it? Yeah, sure. But will you maintain that level of excellence? 5-4, 3-2, and 1, probably not. Every win has to ignite more hunger. Every win has to ignite more fuel. Every win has to remind you, this is what it felt like. 3-2. And 1. All right, steady state here. Steady state. Nice work, everybody. Every win has to remind you, this is what it feels like to win. What did it take to get to this point in my life? Be realistic. Be so honest with yourself. And ask yourself, what did it take to get here? Was it easy to rise and shine this morning? Probably not. Maybe for some of you, it wasn't me. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Out of the saddle for 15. Anywhere from 50 to 60 on that resistance. Come on. 15 seconds. Come on. Push it. Push it. Come on. You guys are doing a fantastical job this morning. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 15 seconds on the sprint. Come on. Push it. See how I'm wobbling there a little bit? When you start to wobble back and forth, you have to add resistance. It will help your stability. 3, 2, and 1. Because I took a little bit too much resistance off that time. Woo! We got 25 seconds left here, and we have one more in phase 2. One more effort in phase 2. Guys, we are over the halfway point. But don't let yourself get over the humps of the week, get over the humps of the day, get over those temporary obstacles. Don't get to those points and say, I've made it. I've won. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. You guys ever seen that movie Enough? You ever seen that movie Enough with Jennifer Lopez? There's a scene in there where Jennifer Lopez is going through training with some fella. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Two turns on that resistance. 15 seconds. Go time. There was a scene in the movie where the instructor told Jennifer Lopez, "You're down." He thinks he's won. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. He thinks he's won. So what will he do? He's a coward. He'll kick you. That's life. All right. When life thinks it's won, you have to be just this much alive. You have to have just this much energy. So you ain't gonna kick me while I'm down. I'll turn over and I'll fight back. I love that scene in that movie because, J-Lo goes beast mode, right? Here we go, guys. 10 seconds out of the saddle. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. 10 seconds out of the saddle. Then 20-second sprint in the saddle. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Drop it down low now. 20 seconds out of the in the saddle. That was a really neat scene in that movie, but that's just a microcosm for what we're talking about this morning. Just when life thinks that you're down and out, have this much more energy. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it down. 30 seconds. Steady state. We got 2 more of these, and then we'll go into a final segment. I got some fun for you. So, when life thinks that you went on that cruise control, you got complacent, turn over and fight back. This morning, I want you to tell yourself, today I'm going to turn over and I'm going to fight back. Tonight, I'm going to turn over and I'm going to fight back. I know what I want. I know what I desire. I know what I'm worth. Fight back. 3, 2, and 1. 10 seconds out of the saddle. I know your worth. It's time for you to recognize your worth and fight for it. 3, 2, and 1. In the saddle. 2 spins on that resistance. 20 seconds. Sprint it out. Come on. Are you here grinding this morning? Are you here fighting this morning? Fight. Grind. Find the grit. Find the determination. Find the focus to stay on for one more day. 3, 2, and 1. Take that resistance down. Steady state. It's not time to look back and say, I was a victor. I did lose the weight. I did the 5K. I did the Ironman. I wrote a book. It's not time to say that. It's not time to live off your past victories. It's time to double down and dial in on everything that is right here, right now. I am a published author. I still am, but I'm not living on that anymore. How can I improve? Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. How can I get a little bit better? How can I push my book out to more people? Because this book is a book of inspiration. 3, 2, and 1. I'm no longer talking about the intricate details of writing a book. I'm talking about the intricate details that are in the book that can inspire and encourage and motivate and leave a lasting impact on this world. That's what I'm on today, because that's current news. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. 30 seconds. Relax it. This is a 30-second. Your only rest today, pretty much. Okay, folks, here's what we're going to do. In 20 seconds, we got 1 minute out of the saddle bangers. What is this? What is this that he speaks of? It's increased resistance. I want you anywhere from 40 to 65 on that resistance, boy. It's 1 minute out of the saddle, 1 minute steady state back in the saddle. All right, this will take us to our finish line. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Here we go. 60-second climb. You ever think of climbing a hill? That's where we're at today. That's what we're on right now. But you don't get to the top without taking that first pedal or that first step at the bottom of the very base of the mountain. That's where we're at today. We're at the base. We look up with hope. We look up with an idea. Maybe I could be. Maybe I can. And once we reach the top, you'll look down and say, I did that. That's what we're on today. That's where we're at in life today. We're climbing. And once you reach the pinnacle of your journey, you'll only realize that's just the beginning. That's only the next start line to your next big thing. Come on. Come on. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I talk about this book so often. Somebody shot me a message the other day. Hey, what's this book you're talking about? What book are you referencing? It's my book. Prep, Rep, Repeat. You can find it on Amazon. I'm also selling them out of the back seat of my car. That's a joke, kind of. But why do I continue to bring this up? It's not gloating. It's not bragging. It's not even pride. I firmly believe that book is a tool. It's a tool of for self-development. Man, I'm all about motivation, right? I'm all about motivation. But I want to provide a tool. And this book is a tool. How did I become an Ironman? How did I shift my perspective on life? How did I switch my lifestyle? I lived by the principles in that book. 3, 2, and 1. And sometimes it's that missing element, guys. It's that missing element. Why can't I find my breakthrough? Why can't I have my comeback? Why can't I win? It's because you're not totally invested. You're sort of invested. You're sort of in. But it's like tiptoeing around the water. I'll dip a toe in. Woo, that's cold. I'm pulling back. Instead of tiptoeing around, why don't you jump in? Why don't you say it's game time? Why don't you go all in on yourself? Ante up. And just see what could happen. Just see what could happen if you go the extra mile. Just see what could happen if you get totally invested on this journey. Just see. You'll never know. You'll never know what could be without giving yourself a fair shake. Come on. Almost there. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down in the saddle. We got uno más. 1 remaining. Woo! 1 remaining. Guys, winners will look at cruise control as a joke. Because winners are always looking how they can get to their next obstacle and formulate a plan to get around that obstacle. Because obstacles are opportunities to gain your next win and gain your next momentum. So instead of going on cruise control this morning or this week, I want you to find yourself seeking out obstacles, seeking out roadblocks, seeking out adversity, seeking out turbulence. Here we go. Last one. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 1 minute out of the saddle. How can you intentionally seek out obstacles? Why would I do that, Brad? Because every obstacle is an opportunity for you to win. And the more wins you stack up, the further you progress in life. The further you progress in life, the happier you are. The happier you are, the more confident you are. The more confident you are, the more successful you'll be. The more successful you'll be, the more impactful you'll be. And then all of a sudden, it's Be the Beacon 25. We are leading through actions. We are leading through decisions. Why? Because I gave myself a fair shake. I seeked out that first obstacle and I won. I seeked out a second obstacle and I won. And I found myself on a win streak. I started to gain that confidence and courage. I found myself valiant, believing that I could. And then all of a sudden, whoo, who am I? Shining bright. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ladies and gentlemen, just like that. How about it, folks? I'm extremely proud of each and every one of you. You guys absolutely crushed that workout. And, you know, I look up at the screen and I see a handful of familiar faces and familiar names. And if I don't know your name, I don't know your face, I'll get to know you. I'll get to know your name. I'll get to know your face. That's one of the cool components about E2M is, you know, you're not just a number in the crowd. We're friends. We're family. We're one. We're a community. And we hold each other accountable. We hold each other to that hopeful standard. This is what I want to live up to. This is what I want to live up for. And then the more we do that, guys, the more inspiration we can provide this world and this universe. So guys, say it with me. Slow it down. Left foot forward. Right foot back. Everybody say it with me this morning. Drop the heels. Baby! There ain't no stretch better than this very calf stretch. Guys, I'm proud of you. Man, I'm proud of you. And I can't say it enough. But again, me being proud of you is like me talking to this wall. Say, hey, I'm proud of you. Right? You got to tell yourself. And not just tell yourself, but you got to affirm yourself. And you got to truly believe in those words. You got to truly believe in those words. A lot of people are talking the talk, and they're talking a great game. But do you truly believe in that being? Do you truly believe in that self? Now, I know the answer for some of you. Yeah, you truly do believe. You do. For a lot of us, man, we're just kind of existing. We're just kind of here. We haven't really started to truly believe in what we could be, our potential. I'm all about right now not just living up to potential, but reaching our potential and living beyond our potential. All right, maybe that's the hashtag for the year, beyond potential. There's a lot of people, hey, you're not living up to your potential. I don't want to live up to my potential. I want to live beyond my potential. Well, is that even possible, Brad? I don't know, but I'll never stop trying. Hey guys, say it with me again. Right foot forward, left foot back. Drop the heels, baby. There ain't no there ain't no stretch better than a calf stretch. And for all those English majors out there, I don't use ain't in my normal vocabulary, but I certainly use the term ain't on my Tuesday spin to win class, because that's just the phrase. There ain't no stretch better than a calf stretch. Let's spin it out here, guys. We got 2 minutes left together. Drop in the comments where are you coming from today. I do this for the first couple of weeks. The reason that I do this is because I want to know. I just want to know where you're coming from, where you reside, where you live. You don't have to drop an address. Please don't drop an address. There's a lot of funny people out there in the world. I'm not saying there's anybody that's almighty funny in this group, but you never know. You never know. I actually had, somebody had posted something. Well, Brad moved houses and all these things, and there was like a storyline of why I moved. I don't know where this storyline came from, but one of the primary reasons I moved is because I was on a main stretch, and there was like 6 months where like every other day or every couple of days somebody would drive by, and I don't know how my address got out there, but every day or every couple of days somebody would drive by, honk the horn, Uncle Brad, what up? I'm outside in my yard playing with my kids, like I'm doing family stuff. I'm like, just trying to have some privacy. It was so weird, guys. But I don't even know where I was going with that. So here I am in my new home. I guess that's where I was going. I have no idea where I was going with that. But sometimes we formulate these stories, right? And it happens with fitness. Like, oh, I could never run a 5K. One time I went for a walk 25 years ago, and 25 years ago, I just wasn't in the cards. I hit a hill. I stepped on a lobster. I twisted my ankle. There was a squirrel over there that jumped on my head. I just could never run a 5K. It's like, what? These hypotheticals are like playing a real negative role on everything we could be. Hey guys, meet me at the screen real quick. First and foremost, I just want to say I appreciate all you guys. It doesn't go unnoticed, the unwavering support that you guys offer on a daily basis. It's also fun to see this community strengthen, right? There's a lot of turmoil in the world. There's a lot of darkness in the world, but as far as I can see, and I'm on the Facebook page quite often, as far as I can see, it's nothing but positive vibes, good vibes, and a lot of great energy. So I just want to encourage you to keep up that great energy. It's that law of attraction, right? It's that law of attraction. What you put out is what you get back. And a lot of people that you see that aren't winning in life, it's because of what they're putting out, what kind of energy they're putting out into the universe. So think twice on the energy and the words and the affirmations that you put out into the universe, because those things oftentimes will come back and either bless you or not in your life. So guys, I love you. Have a great Tuesday. And as always, take a couple minutes today and just be grateful for something. Love you guys. See ya.